He's right behind me, isn't he?
You know, you never know what someone's going through. I am going through my last bag of Muddy Buddies. But I'm also going through chili lime ketchup. No, I'm just making jokes.
I was really like, oh, where are we going with this?
I'm going through food. I'm trying to eat healthier, but with like some flavor. So
that is the struggle.
We're all trying to look like David Corenswet. Did you hear Nicholas Hoult talking about, that's actually a cool way. I don't know why he didn't go with Nick Hoult. Nicholas Hoult was talking about how he went to audition for Superman, and then he came out the audition and saw David Corenswet, who was sitting in like sunlight, just beaming on him.
Oh my God.
And then he stood up to greet Nicholas Hoult with the chin.
And you're like, that's Superman.
And he's also taller than Nicholas Hoult. He's like, God damn it. This is the dude.
That's the guy.
It's like, if I had to lose to him, then fine.
Yeah, he's
like,
Superman.
He's clearly Superman. You never know what someone's going through. What is going on, everybody? I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Michael Booth.
Hello, hello.
We are watching Superman 2025 Pitch Meeting. Where's the button? This is from Pitch Meeting, the YouTube channel. I'm very excited to jump into this one. If you guys haven't done so already, subscribe to the Pitch Meeting YouTube channel. Links in the description below. You can watch the original video if you'd rather just watch that. Maybe check out both. Either way, subscribe, bell icon, all notifications, vote this up, let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. If you are, here we go.
So, you have a new Superman movie for me? Yes,
Amazing.
sir, I do. Oh boy, this is gonna be so dark and depressing. Actually, I was thinking the exact opposite.
We're going the opposite
so you mean we're
direction.
gonna include some jokes like, he's right behind me, isn't he? And, well, that just happened. Well, hopefully a step up from that.
You know what, though? It's like, as often as I saw that in the movies, I'm like, when does that actually happen? That's happened to me 1 or 2 times in my life. I was the last day of my job at Macaroni Grill. You know that restaurant?
God, yes, yeah, I'm familiar.
And the manager kept making us push the house wine, which nobody fucking wants. And like, we kept making us push the house wine. So in his voice, I was going, push the house wine, push the house wine, push the... Shit.
It's right behind me.
I'm like, it's my last day, dude. What do you do? Fire me?
Yeah, come on, bring it on, bring it on.
Isn't he? And, well, that just happened. Well, hopefully a step up from that. Impossible.
Ideally.
Those are the funniest jokes in the world. That's why Marvel uses them so much. I'm just
All
thinking
the
we make
time.
this a little more lighthearted and infuse some jokes here and there. Here and there? What does that mean? Everywhere.
All throughout.
Oh, my God.
All
No
jokes all the
scene-going
time.
joke, Okay? So anyway, in this movie, Superman's gonna lose a fight for the first time ever. Oh, boy. I can't wait to watch what that's gonna be like
That's
with my eyes
off-screen.
and see it. Oh, no, the movie starts immediately after that happens. Oh, but don't worry, sir.
Dude, this is so funny to me because I feel all of the things he's saying. I relate to everything he's saying because that was one of my chief complaints was like, I could see why people like that opening so much because it contrasts everything you've seen of Superman and it really gives you the sense that he's vulnerable, which I love. But the whole thing they described it boop, 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 I would have liked to have seen that even if it was like 10 minutes of movie.
Yeah, is at least like maybe open mid-fight and we're watching him get his butt kicked.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because,
getcha.
Like Mr. Terrific came out looking more super than Superman in that movie, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little bit.
With my eyes.
I'd love to see that with my eyes.
Like with my eyes and see it. Oh, no, the movie starts immediately after that happens. Oh, but don't worry, sir. Superman's constantly
Disappointment.
going to get his butt kicked in this movie. What? Just manhandled and woman-handled over and over again. All right. So anyway,
fun.
with the help of Krypto the dog, he gets back to the Fortress of Solitude
Wait,
and
back
gets
it up.
patched up by robots and sunshine. Well, great. So then he goes back to the fight and gets beat up again by this dude. Who is this guy that keeps beating up Superman? Well, he's the Hammer of Boravia.
But not really.
Except he's not. Oh, he's not. He's actually a masked metahuman named Ultraman. Oh, he
Except he's not.
Kind of not. What are you talking? Who is this
Kind
guy?
of
Well, see,
not.
under the mask, he's actually a clone of Superman being controlled by Lex Luthor.
I didn't process the Matryoshka doll of that
Yes,
disguise
yes,
until just now.
Yes, I didn't think about it either, but yeah, he takes off the helmet. He's no longer the Hammer of Boravia, but he's Ultraman or whatever, and then he takes that mask off and he's just stupid Superman.
Stupid.
Superman. Stupid.
Is he? Yes, I'm done with the identity twists. Or am I? Yes, I am. Okay, cool.
For
And how
now.
does Lex control this guy? Well, he shouts commands at his henchmen, and those commands are various fight moves, so he's able to beat Superman that way. Isn't Superman, like, incredibly fast? Well, yeah,
my
but his
God.
speed is no match for
I was thinking the same thing, but I watched the movie twice and I was like, I'm just going to let that go. Because, like, he's spitting out these things. I'm like,
Yes,
Superman is,
yes.
like, lightning fast.
Yes.
How's he keeping up?
The way they explain it away is that he's studied Superman's movesets so much that he just like innately knows. It started slipping for me a little bit when I realized that him shouting the commands was just how they communicated what Ultraman should do.
Yeah.
Why do you have 18 different people on computers sending the move sets?
There's also cameras.
Yeah, it's the cameras.
There's other things going. I didn't think about that too much. He's got his whole team of nerds, and that's okay by me. My justification in my head is that there's some sort of anticipation based on all the studying he's done. You have some people who are like daredevils that are like, okay, go ahead and aim your gun at me, and I'm going to dodge the bullet
because I have an understanding of like when you're going to do that move.
Exactly. It's like you can't move faster than a bullet, but you can anticipate movement, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's my justification.
Wait, isn't Superman like incredibly fast? Well, yeah, but his speed is no match for the speed of a guy yelling orders at another guy who then enters the orders into a computer and then a clone does those moves. Yeah, I guess that doesn't leave a lot of reaction time. So anyway, also Clark and Lois are dating, and she knows he's Superman. Oh, interesting dynamic. And he agrees to be interviewed by her as Superman, but they get into a little argument. How come? Because maybe he did a little war crime, maybe not. Been there. He may have slightly tortured a world leader. Torture-related relationship troubles are tight. Yeah, see, he stopped this powerful fictional nation from attacking a less powerful fictional nation. Fiction is wild. What an imagination you have. Thank you. And now Lex wants to distract Superman so he can go fiddle around in the Fortress of Solitude, so he releases a kaiju in Metropolis. Extremely rude. So Superman wants to stop this thing without killing it, but then this trio of heroes called the Justice Gang pop in, and they just straight up kill the thing. Oh, the Justice Gang, huh? We should have them bicker about their name throughout the whole movie. What? That's one of the funniest things you can do in a superhero movie. That's why Marvel does that so much. Okay, I guess.
To be fair, James Gunn and Joss Whedon kind of established the Marvel tone.
Right.
He keeps saying Marvel, which is hilarious, but it's like he was part of the seeding of that.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely. So that may be the joke he's making also.
Okay, that's
it's
fair.
like, all right, we're just doing the Marvel archetype thing now. We just ported it over to DC in a way.
I guess that's fair. The name joke thing, though, like, I didn't laugh really at that at all until the end. When dude was like, that's a cool name.
That's a cool
He's
name.
like, okay, you're on the team.
You're in the team.
That was the best. It made all the non-funny parts worth it, because that was really funny.
Yes, it was the longest suffering setup for a joke.
That was the best joke, though.
But that was the best joke.
Yeah, exactly.
It was.
What? That's one of the funniest things you can do in a superhero movie. That's why Marvel does that so much. Okay, I guess. So the Justice Gang is this Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, and then there's Hawkgirl, and then there's Mr. Terrific, the guy from Shark Tank. No, and so Lex and his goons, they decrypt this message from Superman's parents, and turns out they wanted him to take over the world, so they
have a giant harem.
Well, how can they be sure it's not fake? Well, Mr. Terrific tells Superman he knows the guys that verified this, and
I hated that.
You did.
I hated that. I think I talked about it in my discussion in the reaction. You have all these people confirming it. I'm like, I really would have loved some sort of confirmation of like Superman going, yeah, that's actual Kryptonian, him actually verifying it, and then instead of everybody just being like, oh yeah, a team of experts looked at this and like it's legit, and then Mr. Terrific being like, yeah, I know those guys, it's legit.
Yeah.
Like, that felt like a cop-out explanation, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, they were just trying to get to the finish line of that thought as fast as possible, so I get it.
Yeah.
I understand why it bothers you, because it kind of low-key bothered me, but I let it go, thinking, Jaby, you're just being persnickety.
Exactly.
Let it go.
It was still a great reveal, and like it got us to where we needed to be in the film.
That's not even the worst part of that, though. The worst part of that is... I've been kind of going along with complaints in this video just because it's fun.
Yes.
I really enjoyed Superman the movie. I love it. I will buy it on 4K Blu-ray, okay? So just got to get that out of the way before we get any further in the video.
Samesies.
When he sees the footage of his parents talking, wouldn't your first immediate thought be, I got to go to the Fortress of Solitude?
Zip.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Boogie.
And when Lex Luthor goes, you know, he's you, but dumber, I'm like, I mean, where we're starting is already bad. What that illustrates is that, like, it shows you the disparity or the dichotomy of Batman and Superman, because, you know, Superman is all heart.
Yes.
And that's what's really illustrated very well in this movie.
Absolutely.
Well, couldn't Lex have bribed or threatened them? Impossible! Get all the way off my back about that. Okay, let me get off of that thing. So then another big monster attacks the city. Oh no, so what does Superman do? He lets the Justice Gang handle it. He's got to go talk about his feelings. Fair enough. So then he decides to explain himself to the world and reassure everyone he means them no harm. Turn himself in. That works too. And the government gives him to Lex, who shoves him in a prison cell in a pocket universe. How can he keep Superman in a cell. See, Lex also captured this guy, Metamorpho, who can turn himself into things, so he turns himself into kryptonite. Why would he do that? Because Lex kidnapped his little baby.
God,
oh my
the baby
goodness.
was
so
so
they work
cute.
together,
Yeah.
and
They
along with the
animated
help
the
of
baby so
Krypto
cute.
and Mr. Terrific and Lois, they get out of the pocket universe. Hey, if Lex wants Superman dead, why not just kill him right away with this kryptonite dude? Well, because
Agreed.
then the movie would be over and it's not quite time for that yet. Understandable, carry on. So now frickin' Lex opens an
I wanna make
unstable
an
portal
example.
to the pocket universe.
No, hold on. They explain it in the movie. Not that Lex gives a shit about authority, but they explain in the film that the FBI
Yeah, the government wants to. Yes,
Yeah.
there was a reason for Lex Luthor to not kill Superman right away.
It was tenuous, but like
It was.
Yeah.
But like, also, if you consider that Lex Luthor's character is his whole goal, to a certain extent in that movie, is to prove that metahumans are a threat and need to be exterminated.
Right.
He needed the sign off of the U.S. government to execute Superman.
Okay.
So then he'd look like the hero in everybody's eyes. Because if he just like, oops, oh man, the cameras were turned away and there just happened to be a blip in the security footage and now Superman's dead, oh no.
If we start like thinking about it too much, there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't add up.
Yes.
Like he's got his ex-girlfriend in there along with reporters he doesn't like. Does the government co-signing on that stuff? I wasn't thinking, why didn't Lex just kill him? Ever.
No, nor
never-
was I.
Yeah.
I think whatever tenuous explanation they had in the movie was good enough that my brain didn't go, that's silly, why don't you just do that?
Yeah, exactly.
So now frickin' Lex opens an unstable portal to the pocket universe and creates a dimensional rift that starts splitting Metropolis. Oh, those are words. Dangerous words. So Metropolis literally starts getting torn in half. Wow, so tons of people must die. Well, no,
No one
because they
dies.
evacuate
Yeah.
the city. Just a city full of people all manage to leave immediately? Yes, but now at the exact same time, that frickin' one nation wants to attack the other one again. Oh man, gonna be tough to deal with both those things at once.
Nah,
Actually,
not at
it's gonna
all.
be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Superman sends Hawkgirl and Gardner and Metamorpho to go handle that over there, because teamwork makes the dream work.
Damn
What we
straight.
call that teamwork? Delegation makes the dream work. There it is. So anyway, then
Justice
Mr. Terrific manages to close the rift, and Lex admits that he orchestrated this whole thing to make the world hate Superman. A very sneaky
he's petty.
bald man. And Lois exposes the truth to the world, so Lex, he's gonna be in big trouble. Wow, well,
Off
just
to
goes
Belle
to show
Reve.
you, billionaires always get held accountable for their sketchy behavior. Well, sounds like a great
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, you think? Yeah, I just think it's missing a little bit of hype building for the future of the DCU. I could slap a quick cameo right at the end. That'll do it.
Yep, there you go.
Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
This is fun music. This is totally the kind of music I would put on my live stream too.
Nice, like chill hop.
I know.
Background
I know
music.
exactly where he got that music because we all use the same resources.
Oh my god, yeah. At a certain point,
Yeah.
it's all the same stuff.
I thought he properly did that. Like
Yes.
he went through every. I know that like from talking to him, because I did an interview with him years ago. He kind of broke down his process, and so he kind of gets feelers for what the internet is feeling, and picks
yeah.
the best of his favorites from all that. And he also has his own that he input for his own feelings.
Right.
I thought that he just hit on everything that bothered me. You know?
I mean, yeah, obviously, if you're like watching this video before you've watched either of our reactions or our reviews,
Yeah.
you're gonna go, oh man, Michael and Jaby like really ragging on Superman here. That's not the case. I genuinely had so much fun watching that movie, and I thought it was a really great breath of fresh air for not just like DC, but also superhero movies in general.
Yeah.
In sort of this era of superhero fatigue and things like that. However, he hits on every single problem or like minor sort of plot hole that I may have had consciously or subconsciously watching the movie, right? It's like one of those things where when you watch the movie initially, you're like, this is amazing. I love this. I had so much fun. And you're like really raving about all the good that it was. And then you go back and you watch it a second time. You're like, okay, hang on a second.
Yeah.
If I like start diving deeper and like picking it apart, you start seeing the holes and where it's like a little thin in places.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take away from the enjoyment and the love that I have for that film.
Right.
Like, I love Sinners. I think Sinners is one of the best movies that's come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
If you like start picking apart the plot and some things, you're like, there's holes there.
Yeah.
That's going to be every single movie. The question is like, is the movie still good despite its shortcomings or its shortfalls? And yes, Superman is. We're just focusing on the shortfalls here, so it sounds like we're being really negative.
Yeah, I mean, it's deeply, deeply flawed, but super fun to hang out with.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Jaby. So, anyway, this has been fun. Thanks so much for hanging with us. Y'all have been great. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Michael Booth.
Peace out.